Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Two of my favorite things are professional wrestling and Masters of the Universe, and sometimes you get to combine them both, and that's exactly what Mattel has done with this latest line of WWE and Masters of the Universe crossover action figures. Today we're going to look at all 6 action figures in the set, as well as some of the comics that come with some of these characters. Now, as of this recording, there are 6 action figures available. You've got John Cena, the Ultimate Warrior, Sting, Finn Balor, and there are 2 Triple H's. Now, 2 of these figures are only available when you purchase the wrestling ring, and that's John Cena and Triple H with the claws. The other 4 of these wrestlers can be found individually, exclusively at Walmart. These figures retail for $14.99, so don't pay those $35, $40 prices people are asking for on eBay. They're still out there right now. Now let's take a look at these 6 figures. First up is John Cena, and they've really given him that He-Man vibe with the axe and the shield. He's also got a He-Man inspired vest on, and on the front it says, "Never give up, Cena Nation." The second action figure in this set is also another wrestler that comes with the ring, and that's Triple H with these gigantic claws. Now, for whatever reason, they decided to give us 2 Triple H figures in this set, and that is a little disappointing. There's so many cool WWE characters that they could have put anybody in that 6th spot. However, while the first Triple H figure with the claws isn't very inspiring, this one truly is the game. Come on, look how badass he is with these giant spikes and the helmet that's very reminiscent of Skeletor. He's also got a flowing cape attached to those spiked shoulder pads. Also, let's not forget the giant mallet as well. Now, while the first 2 action figures in the set that came with the ring didn't have a comic, the other 4 do. This Triple H figure is known as the Evil Skull King of Kings. Now, according to this comic, his superstar powers are, he is a cerebral assassin and game master who uses fear to lead. His foreign objects, the Skull King crown and Sledgehammer of Supremacy. Now, in the comic, we see the Evil Skull King facing off with the Stinger. Now, we do get a brief summary of how Triple H got his powers, but found the Skull King crown even as the Stinger defended it. Sting says, "If you want the Skull King crown, you'll have to go through me." Triple H says, "If you insist, Sting." And with a giant blow of the sledgehammer, Triple H sends Sting flying. Triple H then says, "You will not get in the way of my destiny." Triple H grabs the Skull King crown and says, "Now nobody can stop me." As lightning strikes the Castle Grayskull inspired ring, Triple H wields his hammer in the air and says, "Time to play the game." Next up is the Stinger, and they went with his Crow-inspired 1997 WCW look. However, this is Masters of the Universe, so he does have a few extra bells and whistles. He's got an attachable claw that goes on his right hand, and comes with a weapon called Stinger Chucks. Now, Sting is known here as the mysterious Vigilante of Vengeance. And his superstar powers are, he can blend into the shadows with the ability to drop into battle from any distance. Now, his backstory is, Sting was exploring the dangerous mountain caves. Sting says, "I must find the secret entrance to the Skull King's lair." But unfortunately for the Stinger, he was greeted by a giant red scorpion. But unfortunately for the Stinger, one obstacle stood in his way. Sting says, "A giant scorpion, one of Triple H's beasts, no doubt." Sting goes on to battle the scorpion saying, "You're no match for my Stinger Splash." Sting wins this battle and then takes the pieces of the scorpion and makes it into his own weapon. After defeating the scorpion, Sting has one very important message. Time to give Triple H a taste of his own poison. Next up, we get the Ultimate Warrior. So who would ever thought that I would get the Blade Runners, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior together in WWE and Masters of the Universe form? But here they are. As you can see, the detail on the Ultimate Warrior is excellent. From the trunks, to the knee pads, to the boots, he's got his warrior symbol, very prominent. And if you remove his vest, he's got the Ultimate Warrior tattoo on his chest as well. He's got those Ultimate Warrior signature tassels on his arms, the flowing hair, and of course, that amazing paint job. Now, Ultimate Warrior is known as the heroic champion of WWEternia. His superstar powers are super strength and super intensity, fueled by universal power connecting warriors throughout the galaxy. And his foreign object is best described as ultimate energy harnesses and spear of champions. Now his backstory is he crash lands on the planet WWEternia. The warrior says, "The air I breathe smells of combat." In the distance he sees the King of Kings up to no goods. The warrior says, "Triple H, there is no place to run." The game replies, "Ultimate Warrior, you will not stand in my way." As the game blasts the warrior with the power of his hammer, the warrior fights it off. Triple H says, "Incredible! No one can block a blast from the Sledgehammer of Supremacy?" The warrior replies, "I live for your frustration." The warrior says, "The Ultimate Warrior is totally out of control." The sixth and final action figure in this set is Finn Balor, and here he's known as the heroic Demon King. His superstar powers are extraordinary strength and extraordinary speed. And his foreign objects are these terror tendrils and demon armor. Now in Finn Balor's comic, we get a brief description of how he discovered the powerful Demon King armor. As Finn Balor begins to place the armor over his head, he says, "This armor is the best shot at defeating the Skull King." In the background, we get a voice saying, "Ah, another soul for the Demon King to feast upon." Finn says, "Not today." He continues on with, "Only I am worthy to control the power of the Demon King." We see a demon emerge from the shadows and says, "The tendrils of terror, it hurts." With Finn Balor now in control of the tendrils of terror, he says, "Now I have the power to protect WWEternia." All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this look at the WWE Masters of the Universe action figures. I mean, come on, look how cool Finn Balor is. And even though I'm not a John Cena fan, him as He-Man did come out pretty cool, I do have to admit. Now, what WWE superstars would you like to see in this crossover in the future? I'm thinking Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, and let's not forget about the ladies as well. I'm thinking Alexa Bliss and Asuka would make awesome action figures coming in the future. Now guys, leave me a comment below. Let me know what superstars you would love to see. And guys, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.